guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a really long time since I've filmed for you guys. I think I've been gone for 9 or 10 months. Oops. Here's the thing. I remember the last video I filmed and I think I uploaded it, or I might have not. I don't know. I'm not really sure. But I went traveling to Spain with my husband for a month and I fell off the bandwagon over there. I wasn't doing any project pans, or I wasn't focusing on any kind of YouTube videos or anything like that. I mean, I'm not a professional channel. I just do this as a hobby and as a way for me to stay dedicated to finishing off my products that have been accumulating for a few years. So I came back from traveling for a month. A lot of things happened. I had a few people pass away in my life. I remember the last time I took a 2 or 3 month hiatus, someone passed away as well. So like in 2021, I think I lost 3 or 4 people that were very close to me. They were all grandparents or uncles, and it was both me and my husband. But since I grew up with this family, it hurt a lot, you know. So that's why I took a long break, as well as the fact that I stayed with my parents for a month because I wasn't feeling super well and my husband had to leave the country, and since I couldn't travel with him, I stayed behind and stayed with my parents. So I was all over the place in 2021, and just like a lot of other YouTubers here and my favorite project planners, for example, Dylan, Christina Chang, a few other people here and there. Surprise, but I'm pregnant. I know it's very random. I never planned to get pregnant this fast. I mean, I did plan to get pregnant sometime soon. I thought 2022 is going to be the year we're going to try for a baby, but we kind of were not stopping it from happening, if you know what I mean, and I got pregnant in a month. So yes, I am officially 22 weeks and a few days, so I will be 6 months pregnant in a few days, and it is very surreal. Today the bed and the closet for my baby came, and the guys like put it together and everything, and it's just starting to feel very real for me that in a few months, in 4 months, I will have a child. And I even dreamt of my baby last night, which was the first time, which was super weird because I couldn't really imagine what the baby's gonna look like, but for some reason it was a girl and it looked like a family member's daughter. So I don't know if that's just my brain playing games with me, or if that's how my baby is actually gonna look like, because I've heard a lot of moms actually dream about their kids' faces and it turns out to be pretty true, but that child looked nothing like me and my husband, so I'm very confused right now. I also don't know the gender of my baby. I was gonna do a gender reveal party, but I decided against it. I kind of wanted to be surprised after my delivery or during delivery, and since it's the first child, I thought it would be a bit more special if I didn't know the gender. And I'm sitting in front of the window and it's really hot right here. This is the room where I typically film my hauls and try on for my clothing and stuff. I usually sit in front of the window in my living room, but today I thought I would change it up since the sun was setting a bit too soon and this is the only place that gets proper sunlight. So this is a very rambly introduction. I was gonna do my empties video for the past 6-7 months I have been gone, and it's a lot, guys. A lot has been accumulated, but most of them are skincares and body care items, because you guys know I don't go through makeup that fast. I haven't applied makeup a ton this year or the past year, so I mean, I was kind of disappointed. I did my empties calculation and everything. I did a whole spreadsheet for you guys so I would film my 2021 makeup empties for the entire year, and I did also want to talk about my numbers for my skincare and everything at the end, so it's going to be a 2-part video. If you guys are interested, stay tuned. That's probably going to be the next video I'm going to film. But I was very underwhelmed by the makeup category. I did not have that much. I mean, It was not bad. I did really great in one specific category, but overall I was very disappointed in myself. I thought I would do so much better, but with everything that has happened in 2021, me staying home, getting COVID, all of that shit, you know, like being pregnant, and then like all of that together, I was just not doing my makeup that often, you know. So I guess I shouldn't be too hard on myself. It's hard. It's really hard, and I'm out of breath, and I'm sorry. And I will show you guys a baby bump. So let me just get up here. This is me at 6 months pregnant, basically. I don't know if you guys can see, I'm wearing a pretty thick sweater, but yeah, I'm really excited. I haven't really gained that much weight except for my belly. It's just really big, I feel like, for what it was. So this is super rambly. All right guys, let's finally get into my empties. Okay, I do have 2 separate containers where I have stored everything, since I did go through everything and put it into my spreadsheet. So let me just grab them both and show it to you guys. All right, so this blue bag contains all of my body care and miscellaneous items, and then this box over here has all of my skincare and makeup empties for the past year, so the past 6 months. So I think I'm gonna make it fun and go through this first, just because it's been a very rambling video, and then if you guys want to continue to the end, you can, and watch the rest of the videos that I mean the rest of the second part where it has my body care and like other miscellaneous items that I'm getting rid of. So these are all of the skincare and stuff that I have finished off. I will go through them one by one real quick. All right, the first thing we have are my sheet masks. I really wanted to finish off my sheet masks because I've had them for a few years. They've been sitting in my fridge. A lot of them have dried up. I've noticed some of these were dried up, so I couldn't really technically use them, but I do want to go through all of them one by one. The first one is from Dr. Jart. This is the Soothing Hydro Solution. I really like this. There was a lot of liquid inside of it, so I did use it a few times after that as well. I did also have the Cremor Lab White Bloom Triple Bright Floral Mask. This is Korean as well. Most of my sheet masks are from Korea because they make the best ones, but this was okay as well. I don't really see the point of sheet masks. I think they're very not good for the environment, so I don't purchase them myself. These are all stuff that were gifted to me, but the last time I purchased a sheet mask for myself was probably 4 or 5 years ago, and then I stopped completely because it just wasn't environmentally friendly, you know. So then the next one I had was the Innisfree Second Skin Mask Moisturizing. This, oh my god, there was so much product left in this. I was using this as a serum on my face and neck for 3 days after I had used the mask, so this was definitely not a one-time use kind of mask. And then I have 2 of these Purederm Carnival Look Eye Gel Mask. They were dried up, so I don't really know. I put some of my own serum on it and then just put it on my face. And then I do have this 3-step nose strip kind of thing. I think this is from Kiehl. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is also Korean, so I finished that as well. And then I'm just gonna grab whatever is down here. I'm not gonna really put it in order, but I am getting rid of one of my lashes. I think this is the Ardell Wispies, Demi Wispies, so I'm getting rid of that. I got a ton of use out of it. I have this St. Ives Nourished and Smooth Oatmeal Scrub and Mask. I don't use this on my face. I used it mostly on my chest and arms and legs if I wanted to, but yeah, I don't use these St. Ives one on my face, so there is that. I also have a couple of nail polish remover pads. I love these. These are so user-friendly, as well as for traveling. They're amazing. I just love them. I do also have a couple of lotions. Not lotions, I think these are from Seo Bigelow. I got them in Japan. In the hotel that I was staying, they had this like really cute a pack of 4 face stuff, like there was makeup removers, lotions and stuff like that, all for the face, and it was really cute. So the first one is a face foam, so this was a makeup remover kind of thing, or a cleanser, and then we had a makeup remover, and then I had a skin lotion, which I used it as a moisturizer. It was a very watery moisturizer. It was more of a lotion type formula, and I liked all three of them, honestly. I think in 2020 I used up 5 of these mini ones, a mixture of everything, and I really like them. I do also have this South Main 3-Eye Gel Pack. I think I had 2 out of the 3, and this was kind of dry as well. This one came from BoxyCharm, and I haven't had BoxyCharm in so long, guys. It's been so long, so that's embarrassing. I do also have my Bioderma Photoderm Spf 50. Absolutely love this. I used this when I was in Spain. I finished it on my last week, and I had to purchase a new one. I actually have a couple of sunscreens over here, and then I do also have my Ferrero Sunscreen. I'm not sure if I showed this in a previous EMPTIES, but here we are. This is a French brand, I think. Not a big fan, because I had the colored one, so this was more of a CC cream, BB cream kind of thing, but the shade was just way off for me. I didn't really like it, but otherwise, also it was super thick, and this was just too much color for me. It felt like a very heavy foundation, so since I was using it as a sunscreen, I had to apply a lot, and then it just looked super cakey, so I really didn't like it. In the end, I mixed these two together just so it would like water it down kind of thing, or water down the color and the pigmentation, and that was kind of better, but also it ruined the Bioderma one for me, so I'm never gonna repurchase this. I mean, maybe if it was the colorless one it would be okay, but yeah, never buying any BB cream from that brand again. I did also finish off my Murad clarifying mask. I've had this for a long time, but I finally opened it, I think, last year. It wasn't one of my project pans, but I don't remember. I didn't update any of my project pans. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't do any in 2020 and not even bother with doing any kind of finales, because I don't even know where I was. So I'll start fresh in 2022. Stay tuned for that, but I did finish this off. It was okay, but I don't get acne as much as I used to. I still do get acne, but it's not, I mean, I don't really need this kind of thing, you know. I just use spot treatments and I call it a day. Okay, so here is the third sunscreen I used. This is what I purchased when I was in Spain when I ran out of my other Bioderma one. This is the ISDIN, I don't know how to pronounce it, Fusion Water sunscreen. This was hella pricey, honestly, for 50 ml. I don't know how many fluid ounces that would be. I think 1.5, if I'm not mistaken. Oops. It was pretty pricey for a sunscreen, but this is the only one that the pharmacy over there had, so we just had to purchase it because I was not gonna risk being in the sun for hours and not have any kind of sunscreen, because my skin was struggling after a month of traveling. And yeah, so I purchased this. I loved it. However, it did make my eyes water a lot. My eyes are pretty sensitive and they water with specific makeups or like sunscreens if they're very chemically heavy, and it did irritate my eyes a little bit, but overall it was a good sunscreen for the rest of my face. So the next thing I finished off was the Body Shop Tea Tree Oil. This was not as effective on my skin or blemishes as a, what's it called, acne treatment anymore, spot treatment, but I did use it in my shampoo, mixed in my shampoo on my scalp whenever I felt like it was super irritated, and it kind of worked okay. I also finished off a face wash. This is the Evan Swiss Purifying Cleansing Foam. I didn't purchase this myself. This was gifted to me as PR to try it out and give my honest review about it. I absolutely love this. This is the cleansing foam. Oh my god, this was so good on my skin. I do have an oily combination skin. I do have some dry patches here and there, and depending on my weather, on my hormones, it either goes away or comes back, you know, my dry patches. But overall, I have a combination skin, and this was amazing. It didn't strip my face too much of its oils, but it still left it clean, you know. So I was a big fan of this. I have finished a few cleansing products from them. I did also finish off my eyelash serum. So this is the Sarita eyelash enhancer and treatment. I used this on my lashes. I did feel like it did something, but it's been a while since I've used it consistently, so I don't know how it is, but I definitely had longer lashes. It didn't thicken them, but it was longer, or they wouldn't break off as often, and that was just amazing. But also I wasn't putting on that much mascara, so God knows which one it was. I did also finish off my Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Concentrate. This was also in another project pan. Not sure which one, but I do have some markings on the side. I did finish this off. This isn't my first or second bottle. I've had many of these in the past, but my husband doesn't like the smell of this, so I'm not gonna repurchase it. And it is a pricey product, and I do have a few other oils in my collection that I need to finish off first, and then I'll think about if I need an oil at all for my face or not. Because here's the thing, because my skin is a combination skin, I feel like using an oil every night is just way too much on my skin, and I typically like applying oils or bio oil before I apply my makeup, because my makeup goes on so beautifully. No amount of primer or no primer can make my makeup look as good as an oil does as a base, you know. So this was okay. I'm not gonna repurchase it. Then I do have another skincare product that was also in my project pan based on the markings. I can't find it. So this is the Evan Swiss Regenerating Plasma. It helps skin to recover after cosmetic procedures, supports self-regeneration. I just used it as a I mixed it with my moisturizer and I put it on. It was okay. I don't know if it really did anything or not, but this was super pricey as well. And then another cleanser that I finished off. I typically don't go through this many cleansers, but a lot of them were half empty, so that's why they all finished off at the same time. And it's been 6 months since my last empty. But this is the Sicily Creamy Mousse Cleanser Makeup Remover. Absolutely love this as well, but it's hella pricey. I'm not gonna buy it for myself. I think my husband got this for me a few years ago. I think he got me like a big box of makeup and perfume and stuff like that, and like they were all like Sicily or Dior, or you know, like those kind of brands and bougie brands. I enjoyed using them obviously, but I'm not gonna spend my own money on it. So it was good while it lasted. Like I said, I like moussey or foamy cleansers. It just works the best on my skin tone, on my skin combination skin, but it was good while it lasted, and I miss it so much. Like, it was so good. Okay, I do also have this Innisfree capsule recipe pack, sleeping pack. I loved it. It was good. I think it was a pack of 4 that my husband got me. This was when he came back from his trip to China, I think. He went to the Innisfree store and he bought me a couple of things to try out. And I really like this. I've heard great things about Innisfree. I haven't used any of their other products. I still haven't worked through them, but this was the only thing I've worked through, and I did really like it. I do also have another product from Evan Swiss. This was their mask. So this is the Sublime Revealing Mask. Boosts collagen, increases elasticity, and tightens skin. So it felt like very creamy and moussey, and it went on really well, and my skin felt really soft afterwards, but honestly I don't think it boosts collagen or does any of those things, but it was nice. It had a nice effect on that day, you know. It was okay. I do also have my Next Care acne dressing. This was crap. Didn't like it. I got this in one of the pharmacies in Thailand when I was on my honeymoon. Didn't really do much. I used it. I guess it was whatever. I do also have 2 perfumes that I finished off. They're both the same perfume. It is the My Burberry Black. This was also in another project pen, I think. Or was it this one? I'm not sure. So I have the roller ball and I have the full size. I used them both. Smells good. and not my favorite scent, but it smells good. It smells like, I don't know why I'm spelling both, but I don't know how to describe scent, so it smells good. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I do also have one nail polish. This is the only nail polish I finished off this year, which is super surprising. So this is the Deborah French manicure. It came in a set with this and then the top coat. This was hot Barbie pink. I was not a big fan. My mom, bless her heart, got this kit for me a few years ago. God, I mean, I don't remember how many years ago it was, but I finally finished this. I mean, technically I didn't finish it off fully myself. This was also in a project pan, by the way. And it spilt, so the remaining of it spilt, but I did work through more than half of it, so I'm still gonna count it as a win. I am also gonna get rid of my glass nail file. I destroyed this while I was trying to fix my fake nails. It just ruined my glass file, which I was obsessed with, so gotta get rid of this one. And then the last few products are finally makeup products. The first one is my Benefit Stay Don't Stray eye primer. Guys, I've had this for probably 6-7 years, and I was gonna apply this for a wedding I was gonna attend to a few weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I opened it up by mistake like this, and the oil just like drooped out, I guess. It was so nasty, and then I was like, you know what? It's time to call it quits. Obviously, I haven't used it in a few months, and yeah, makes me sad that this went off, but I did use it quite a bit, just not enough for me to feel satisfied in getting rid of it, you know? I did also finish off a lipstick. I'm not sure if I've shown this in a previous empties, but I might have not. This is my Colourpop Ultra Matte lipstick in the shade Notion. It's a mini size. Finally finished it off. I think I have a full size of this as well, but I finished it off. I definitely did. Like, I don't know if you guys can see, but there's windows all around and there is barely anything left in there. Very happy about the amount of lipsticks I finished off this year and the little amount that I've bought to replace them. So the next thing I finished off is also a Super Shock Shadow from Colourpop. This is in the shade Jinxie. It is all gone. Can you see the empty, oh my gosh, shiny pan? Beautiful. It was a shimmery gold shade. It was a true gold shade. I used this as a body highlighter because it was just like too yellow for my cheeks. This is an eyeshadow, but I mean, I use it as a highlighter because I just don't use shimmery stuff on my lids anymore. Don't know why I bought them, but it was during that time where everyone was hyping up Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, and I didn't want to feel left out, you know? So I did finally finish that, and the last makeup product I finished off, my pride and joy, the joy of 2021 for me, is a palette. I finally finished my one and only palette in 2021. I was aiming for 2 palettes, but the other one I'm only halfway done, and I just have to finish that one off in 2022. But this is my Pupa palette. You guys know in 2021 I had this in pretty much all of my project pans, as well as the end of 2020. I worked on the lip products in 2020, and then this is a face palette, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned it, but you guys can see here it is completely done. I had 6 lip products, 6 glosses in here. I finished them off in 2020, and then I had a, what was that? Oh yeah, this was a blush. So I finished off 1 blush this year. I do also have another blush that I finished off, but that's in my other face palette from Pupa that I've been working on, but I didn't bring it to show it to you guys because I mean there's no point because the whole thing isn't empty. But this is a blush. There was a concealer, there was a lid shade, which was, what was it called? It was kind of like a shimmery lid shade. And then there was also a primer. So there were 3 of those products, a cheek product, and then 6 eyeshadows. I didn't finish off the shimmery brown one. I just wanted to hit pan, but the rest I did finish off. And I'm extremely happy to have this palette out of my collection. I just want to give myself a pat on the back for not using makeup and finishing up one palette in 2021. I'm very happy, very, very happy with myself. So that was all of my skincare and makeup products. Now, if you guys want to like log off, close this tab here, then thanks for staying here. However, if you want to stay and see what else I finished off, here I go. So I have my bag in my lap and I will just go through everything real quick. So I do have a cotton pad, one cotton pad, and another cotton pad. This was from Daiso. This one was from the supermarket. Don't really know what brands they were. I did finish off my Head and Shoulders shampoo. It was okay. I did finish off my Vichy deodorant. God, this was so pricey for a deodorant, but it was so good. Do also have my Vaseline. I finally finished this. This is my Vaseline Intensive Care Spray Moisturizer. It smelled like cocoa, and oh my god, I loved the smell of this. This was so easy to apply just because it was spray, but it was just such a bulky packaging. I really wanted to get rid of this. I've had this for a few years and I'm finally done with it. I did also finish off some ear cotton buds. Yeah, that was gone. I did finish off my alcohol. This is isopropyl alcohol, 70%. You know, COVID times, we need a lot of that. I did also finish off this Rituals Carp Diem Organic Rice Milk and Cherry Blossom Nourishing Shampoo for Frizzy Hair. I was not a fan of this. Usually I love Rituals products, but this shampoo just did not do it for me. So I'm not gonna repurchase. This is the conditioner for that shampoo. Yeah, ultralight conditioner for frizzy hair. Ultralight doesn't do much for my hair. The bottom of my hair is very damaged just because I've dyed it so many times. I went blonde a few times, so although I've cut off most of it, most of the damaged ends, but this is still color treated, so it needs a bit more than ultralight. It was okay. Didn't really do much nourishing. I do also have my Bath and Body Works what is this, a gentle foaming hand soap in Black Cherry Merlot. I love the scent. It smells so good. I love Bath and Body Works soaps, but they're just pricey for nothing. I just buy a big tub from the grocery store and just refill our bottles. That's what I do now, and I've had that for a few months now, you know, and it's so cost effective. I did also finish 2 bars of soap from the brand Rebel Olive. They're okay. I mean, I enjoyed them. It was okay. I do also have this deodorant from Rexona. Didn't do much. I mean, it's a deodorant. It's good, I guess. I did also finish off my Herbal Essences dry shampoo. This is in cucumber and green tea. This was okay, but honestly, Batiste does a way better job at soaking up my oils, and it just smells so much better than this in my opinion, so not gonna repurchase this. I do also have my Arm & Hammer Advanced White toothpaste. Used it up, nothing special, it's just toothpaste. And I do also have my Versace Yellow Diamond Perfumed Body Lotion. I'm working on the mini perfume as well now. I kind of forgot about it, but that usually just takes me like 3-4 days of consistent use to go through, but I'm kind of savoring it just because it's so cute and tiny. But yeah, I finished off this body lotion. I have been so bad with using my lotions this year in 2021. 2022, I need to buckle down and put in a lot of lotions into my project pans just so I would work through them. Otherwise, I get lazy and forget about them. But if it is in a project pan, I will work hard on it and finally finish them off, you know. I did also finish off 2 candles. I love this. This is from Home Center, and oh my god, it smelled like a sexy man. That is the only way I can describe it. I love this. It lasted for a while and I enjoyed it, but I'm not gonna repurchase it because it was pretty pricey. Also have my Thon rice bran oil soap bar from the Aromatic Woods collection, as well as this other random soap bar that I had. So that was 3 soap bars that I had finished off. I do also have my Batiste dry shampoo. This is in the Light and Breezy Fresh. Love it, absolutely love it, will always repurchase. I have a mini toothpaste, nothing special. I do also have a EcoFresh EcoFresh Body, that's the name of the brand. It is a hand and body moisturizer. Finished this off as well, nothing special, it was okay. I do also have 2 of my Le Labo Rose 31 body lotions. Guys, I've had these for years. It's been 4 years since I've had these, and I think these were the last ones. I hope these are the last ones. Just last forever. Okay, I do have also another toothpaste, so I finished 2 of these mini ones. And then for the very last product, I finished off my Tresemme 7-Day Smooth System shampoo. This was okay. I mean, my hair got used to it super fast, so it was kind of getting oilier faster and faster after every use. So I did have to like take a break in between using this and use my Head and Shoulders one. And otherwise it's okay, but I kind of want to go and buy shampoo and conditioner that is actually good for your hair. You know, it doesn't have silicones or parabens and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm just not that knowledgeable about hair stuff, hair care. I've always had really good hair. Not anymore. Especially now that I'm pregnant, I'm really worried about postpartum hair loss. I am planning to breastfeed if I can, and I know like a lot of hair is gonna fall from my head, and I really need to take care of it. I need to use some good shampoos and stuff like that. So if you guys have any recommendations, let me know down below and I will definitely check it out. But yeah, this is the last thing I've finished off. That was my empties for the past 6 months. I am gonna say real quick, my goal for 2021 was to finish off 150 products worth of $1,500 US dollars. I didn't reach my 150 product goal, but I did reach my monetary goal. So I will talk to you about that in my year-long makeup empties video, where in the second part I'm going to talk about all of my numbers, so how much I've finished off in my skincare, like stuff like that, you know, like I'll give you like proper detailed like category by category information. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I will be filming that maybe not today, but maybe tomorrow, but stay tuned for that. And I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.